In November 2024, Kenya's ambitious plan to lease Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to India's Adani Group collapsed in a storm of controversy. At the heart of the debate stands a surprising figure, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who, speaking at the third National Executive Retreat on June 20th, expressed deep disappointment over the deal's failure.
I was very disappointed.
Why would Raila Odinga, a political giant known for championing public interest, back a deal that sparked nationwide outrage? Let's unpack this unfolding story.
Adani company conglomerate is worth over $200 billion. It cannot be an Adani gate. Deal with issues as they are. If some people have made mistakes, let them own up that they made some mistakes.
At this retreat, focused on the Kenya Kwanza's bottom-up economic transformation agenda better, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga expressed his disappointment over the failure of the Adani Group's proposed deal to upgrade JKIA. Odinga highlighted a missed opportunity for infrastructure development that could have transformed Kenya's aviation sector amidst discussions on lowering the cost of living, eliminating hunger, creating jobs, widening the tax base, improving foreign exchange balance, and promoting inclusive growth.
I was very disappointed when we are not able to move on with the airport contract. That was really very unfortunate. You know, we had awarded the Greenfield Airport contract before we left government with Kibaki in 2012. That contract was cancelled. Then it was given again to the same contractor later. But then again cancelled somewhere because of disagreement in the middle. And then now, when we brought in the Adani, they brought all these politics, and then the contract was cancelled. If that is not done, Nairobi will just become dormant. Look at Addis Ababa. It's going, and now they're putting up a new big airport. So Addis Ababa is going to be the hub around. Ethiopian Airlines is the dominant airline now on the continent.
Despite Odinga's support, President William Ruto faced significant backlash over the deal. The Adani Group's involvement, which aimed to modernize JKIA through a PPP, was met with public outrage due to concerns over transparency and potential job losses. Ultimately, Ruto cancelled the agreement following new information from investigative agencies and partner nations amidst fraud charges against Adani in the United States.
Information that have been provided to us by partner nations. I have directed agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum to immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for JKI expansion public-private partnership transaction, as well as the recently concluded Ketrago transmission in public and immediately commence the process of onboarding alternative partners, because these are important projects.
Kenyans have not been kind to Raila Odinga in this saga. Many view him as an accomplice to Ruto in pursuing what they perceive as corrupt deals. The secrecy and mismanagement surrounding the Adani deal have fueled this perception, with citizens demanding greater accountability from their leaders, especially in the context of the better agendas focused on targeting investments in agriculture, health, MSMEs, digital superhighway, and creative economy and housing. The formation of a broad-based government between Raila Odinga and William Ruto has further exacerbated public discontent. Since their collaboration began, the duo has received the lowest approval ratings, reflecting a growing disillusionment with their leadership, particularly in handling critical infrastructure projects like JKIA and the broader economic transformation goals discussed at the retreat. JKIA handling over 10 million passengers annually, despite being designed for 7.5 million, is in dire need of upgrades estimated at 260 billion shillings. The failure of the Adani deal has left this pressing issue unresolved, with the airport's infrastructure struggling to keep up with the demand, a concern that resonates with the better agenda's focus on improving quality of life and economic stability.
Kenya Airways can do the same. Kenya Airways can be the carrier in the continent because South Africa went down, but we are not doing it. You need to find a way. Look at Emirates. The people in the Emirates there do not look at that airline for making profits. It's basically a vehicle bringing investors, tourists, shoppers to the Emirates. KQ can be making losses so long as it's bringing people to our country.
Whistleblower Nelson Amenya played a pivotal role in exposing the Adani deal's details, revealing concerns over mismanagement and the Kenya Airports Authority ineffective use of allocated renovation funds. His revelations sparked a broader conversation about transparency and accountability.
Case Adani and 10% benefit.
The Adani deal's controversy underscored the importance of transparency in PPPs. Odinga's defense of Adani, citing his introduction to the group by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and their track record, contrasts with ongoing debates about the group's credibility and the need for open, accountable process in Kenya, aligning with the better agenda's call for inclusive growth and effective implementation.
This is the thing. And put up a big airport in Nairobi. If you don't do it, Rwanda is going to do it. The Kigali will become the hub around here. You can do it here in Nairobi, and Nairobi becomes the hub and become the Dubai of Africa.
For Raila Odinga, PPPs are the future, a way to bridge Kenya's infrastructure gap without burdening taxpayers. But not everyone agreed. The Adani deals faced massive public backlash. Kenyans took to the streets, questioning the transparency of the agreements. Critics argued the leasing of JKIA, a national asset, to a foreign company for 30 years was akin to privatization. Concerns about value for money grew, with many asking why local farms are not prioritized. Social media platforms, especially X, buzzed with debates, some accusing the government of selling Kenya's crown jewels.
We will not allow our country to be auctioned by this bread-based regime. We shall fight in parliament. We shall fight them in court.
Ruto's move to cancel the deal was decisive, but it put Raila Odinga in a difficult spot. Many Kenyans felt betrayed, expecting Odinga to side with the public. Others defended him, arguing his vision for PPPs was forward-thinking. The divide deepened, with some seeing Raila Odinga's stance as pragmatic, while others viewed it as a betrayal for his populist roots. This saga raised bigger questions about Raila Odinga's legacy. Known as a champion of the people, his push for private investment challenges his image. Yet, Raila's argument is not without merit. Kenya's infrastructure lags behind global standards, and PPPs have worked elsewhere. But the Adani fallout shows the risks. Without transparency, public trust erodes. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Rida Kering Chibet.